Okay, right, so anti-vaxxers are a group that I've seen more and more of recently, and they exist. For some reason, they're real people who exist, yeah. And now my boy Lewis Spears, down here in Australia, recently went to an anti-vax protest, asking if he could see a doctor. Did he find one?
Are you a doctor?
No.
Are you a doctor?
I'm not a doctor, no.
No, I'm not a doctor.
Are you a doctor or a medical professional?
Nope.
No,
I'm in natural therapies.
Huh, not one doctor. I wonder why that is.
Oh, that's true. You are right. There wouldn't be a doctor here. My mistake.
Okay, now we've got these people, and aside from the streets, where do they meet up? Facebook, it's a social media for old people and dumb people. It's perfect. And they try to make memes to promote their message, but they're really bad. Like, this isn't good, right? Not only is it a meme trying to be serious and push the serious message, which automatically isn't that funny, but it's also a terrible message, like not a good one. And I'm basically a medical professional. I've seen like 8 Dr. Mike videos, and most of the posts are just links to some petition or some mother's blog about essential oils or something. But you do get the odd nuggets, such as this. Why'd you turn him into Colonel Sanders? What was that? Is that pushing your message? Okay, KFC equals vaccine. Are they sneaking vaccines into KFC? Like, this picture could have worked perfectly well. I mean, as well as this picture could have, without photoshopping Bernie Sanders to look like Colonel Sanders. Why have you... Is that helping your message? It just looks silly. And then you've got people in the comments saying,
"Oh, why is he looking like Colonel Sanders? I was thinking the exact same thing."
And then you've got Zaina here saying, "Is this better?" Yes, Zaina, that's much better. We want to give your children the MMR vaccine because measles is deadly. Alternatively, you can rest your child and keep them hydrated. It'll pass in 7 to 10 days. Okay, now a lot of these people seem to not realize how much worse things were before vaccines. And then there are posts like this saying, "Oh, my kids are big and strong, they can handle the measles." But that's not really the point. The point is that there's herd immunity, which basically means you can take the vaccine, so you've got antibodies against measles or whatever it is. And then you can't pass the measles or whatever onto somebody who hasn't had the vaccine or can't for medical reasons, like old people, sick people, very young kids, things like that. Because even if you could handle it, maybe a less, healthy person couldn't. That's the idea. It's not, "Oh, I'm tough, I can take it." It's not about that. Oh, but what would I know? All these guys, professionals, doctors, most of them, they all know what they're talking about.
You a doctor?
No, not at all.
No, you're not. But you have done your research.
Oh, my word, absolutely.
Yeah. Was that research part of like a 6-year doctorate's degree or more just Google?
By the way, I'm in the works of making a video where I join one of these, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it, eh? I can't really promise when I'll have that out since I want to make it as good as I possibly can, so expect it sometime soon-ish. Anyway, rest of the video. Let's go. Right, so Internet Explorer is the series where I take what's been happening over the last week or whatever on the internet. I don't really time it. And we take a look at it. What this week on the internet? A series that never heard of her, okay? I'm the first one to come up with this idea. Okay, so Elon Musk, we've been hearing about him a lot, haven't we? Oh, well, he has a whole new love affair. Oh, the cheeky devil. With who? Who's the lucky lady? Mars. The planet Mars.
I don't want you. Only Elon.
I want you too, baby.
When are you coming over, babe?
Send me hot pics and I'll be right over. And then they send a picture of the planet Mars with a... Oh, thank goodness it's not November. Of course, referring to the popular No Nut November where you aren't allowed to nap. And then he follows this up, just in case you didn't get it, with... "Kinda does make me wanna nut, TBH." Which he quickly deleted. Just, normal billionaire stuff. Bill Gates does this all the time, I swear. And he was also on Meme Review by our boy PewDiePie recently. And this happened.
So fucking dead.
Jesus.
So
wait, is that a
dead.
real picture?
I think that's a real photo of a deer that probably jumped into a pool and then just fucking thrashed around and drowned. So that's
Jeez, is that true?
That's delightful.
What is that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how
Elon? Are you okay? You seem to find this a bit too funny. I mean, to be fair, Jeff Bezos is out here eating iguanas and endangered species, and Mark Zuckerberg's killing all the food that he eats. I mean, he probably enjoys it.
We are live from my backyard where I am
smoking a brisket and some ribs. It's smoking, so I'm the meat chef.
So I mean, compared to the others, fair, you know, fair enough. Oh, and I love how surprised he is. He's like, wait, really? Is that what actually happened? Like, he's like a little boy opening up his gift under the Christmas tree. Except the gift is a dead deer. Okay, so Steve Irwin, you might have heard of him. He's like one of the most iconic Australians and beloved people ever. Well, it was recently his birthday, there was a Google Doodle about it. People were sharing things about him. Nice, you know, bringing back good memories. And then Peter decides to be a little bit different, a little bit quirky.
Actually, Steve Irwin's actions were not on target with his supposed message of protecting wildlife. A real wildlife expert and someone who respects animals for the individuals they are, leaves them to their own business in their natural.
Instead, you should just do what we do and just kill him, just get rid of him. Yeah, it's not even like,
oh yeah, he was a great guy, he had a great conservation message, but there are a few things I would have changed.
It's not even that, it's just, yeah, he kind of sucked, like, yeah. Anyway, moving on from that, in more lighthearted news, cars going in a circle. I found out about this thing called What Car Qua, I think. And what is it? I'll just show you. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty, you know, that's pretty hazardous, but the cars would never join in. That would never happen. Oh my god! What? Yeah, people just hanging out there, casual, you know, normal. Just another Sunday afternoon with Raj. But my favorite part is this one random guy in the middle. And this is what PewDiePie's up against. This over in India. He's fricked. So yeah, that's the What Car Qua experience. Okay, so XXXTentacion, he died, I think it was last year. But before that, he had a child, which was born in January. The mother named him Gekum. What does that mean? Let's ask Google. A word made by XXXTentacion, meaning different state or next universe of thought. Fair enough then. Okay, and now the internet has recently really taken to this kid. Like, it's quite weird. Like, it actually is kind of fricked up, to be fair. And now they've made things like their concept of what a song made by Gekum would sound like, and well, I can't play this on video because I'll get copyright strikes to oblivion. But just imagine an X song with this auto-tuned baby cry played over the top. Banger right there. What is the internet? And they get a little bit more messed up. Like, there are a lot that seem very fixated on a particular part of his life. It's something very popular in the US that often happens very early in one's life. They seem very fixated on that. And I honestly feel a bit bad for the poor kid. Just imagine being this kid, growing up to the age of 15 or whatever. You Google your name. Oh, look at that. A bunch of 15-year-olds posting about my circumcision. Great. Anyway, now's the part where I take a look at my subreddit, see what you've been doing. Okay, yeah, awesome. Immediately I'm met by that dude from Mob Psycho. And we've got... Okay, yeah, I get it. I made a funny face, okay? Now we're now making this a no... The Ahiago zone, is that how you say it? And no, none of this, okay? Grr, none of this. Grr, I'm angry. When even your picture is judging you. What picture? I don't know about any picture. This subreddit right now. I mean, it's accurate, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so there's really not much more other than, like, I mean, it spawned some actually pretty good art, so yeah, fair enough. Thank you for that. But let's move on. Like, okay, we get it. It's there. Funny face. The comedy is present. Also, we recently hit 20,000 subscribers on r/Slazo, so mwah. Thank you. Go join the community and I'll read out your posts. I mean, this isn't the best example since they're all terrible, but whatever. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been trying to make them better recently, even despite that awful editing mistake I accidentally made in my last video. But regardless, I hope you've enjoyed. I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I've got merch, link in description. Yeah, and be sure to subscribe if you're new here. I'll be coming out with that anti-vax Facebook video hopefully soon, but as I said, I want to make it as good as I possibly can since I think there's a lot of potential there. Anyway, Blah, blah, blah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.